You felt it, haven't you? That moment when life doesn't just knock you down, it shatters everything you thought was solid. Maybe it was the loss of something precious or the crushing weight of failure that made you question everything about yourself. The feeling of being broken when it seems like the world just doesn't care. But here's the truth. Those moments are not your end. They are the seed of transformation. You see, growth never comes without struggle. It's in those darkest times that your deepest strength is born. So don't turn away. Don't shut down. Stay with me. Watch this video until the end, because I'm going to show you how to turn your brokenness into the foundation of your greatest comeback. There's a moment in every life when everything falls apart. It's like the world you've spent years building around yourself suddenly crumbles to dust. Maybe it was a relationship that broke, a dream that shattered, or something deep inside you that cracked open, leaving you exposed. In that instant, you feel like you've lost everything. There's no more certainty, no more direction. You question if you'll ever find your way out of the wreckage. But here's the truth. That very brokenness, that raw pain you're feeling right now, could be the very thing that sets you free. You're not the first to feel like you've been crushed. Many have walked this path before you, and many more will follow. It's easy to believe that when you're broken, you're done. That somehow the pieces can never be put back together. Or worse, they're not worth putting back together. But what if I told you that the broken pieces are exactly where your strength is being formed? What if the very cracks that you're trying to hide are the points where your true power is being forged? We spend so much of our lives running from our pain, pushing it down, trying to ignore it. We're told that brokenness is something to be ashamed of, something that needs to be fixed. But we forget one crucial thing. Brokenness doesn't mean weakness. Brokenness is a doorway to a version of yourself you've never met. A version of yourself that is stronger, more resilient, and more capable than you can even imagine right now. Think about it. The most beautiful things in life aren't born from perfection. They're born from struggle. A diamond isn't created in the comfort of the earth. It's formed under pressure, in darkness, through heat. A tree grows by reaching down through the roots, even when it faces resistance from the soil. The same is true for you. You are being shaped right now in ways that you don't fully understand. The rawness of your pain is the fertile ground where your strength is taking root. You are, in this very moment, becoming something new. I know it feels like you've been torn apart, that you'll never be the same person you were before the pain. And maybe you won't. Maybe the old you has to die in order for the new you to rise. But don't be afraid of that. Don't resist the changes that are happening within you. You don't need to hold on to who you were. You need to embrace who you are becoming. It's tempting, I know, to look at the shattered pieces of your life and believe that they can never be whole again. That the cracks will always be there, and they'll always remind you of what you've lost. But those cracks, those very fractures, are where your new light will shine through. The pieces you thought were broken are the same ones that will form the foundation of something stronger. Something that can't be destroyed by the same things that once tore you down. The pain you're feeling right now is temporary. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying that the weight you carry won't feel unbearable at times, but it will pass. The time will come when you look back on this moment and realize that it was the catalyst for everything that came after. You will see that the brokenness wasn't a curse. It was a blessing. It was the moment that set you on the path to becoming the person you were always meant to be. And the best part, you have control over how you rebuild. You get to decide what comes next. The pieces of your life may be scattered across the ground, but they're still yours to pick up. You can choose to reconstruct yourself in a way that aligns with the strength, wisdom, and power that's now part of your DNA. Don't let the world define you by your brokenness. Let it fuel the new story you're about to write. Let it drive you to create something that's stronger, bolder, and more alive than ever before. You're not broken. You're in the process of becoming. You're being remade, reshaped, and restored into a version of yourself that will move mountains. You are no longer the person who was knocked down. You are the person who rises up, stronger and more determined than ever. And that person is unstoppable. You see, brokenness is not the end of your story. It's the beginning. It's the spark that ignites your transformation. The cracks are the spaces where light enters. And that light, that strength, is all yours. Keep going. Keep embracing what's falling apart, because what's being built in its place will blow you away. I know it feels like you're lost, like you're stuck in a place where everything is unraveling, slipping through your fingers, and there's nothing but darkness around you. It's as if the world has turned its back, and the pain is all that's left. You're drowning in the weight of it, and with each breath, it feels harder to rise. Maybe you've tried everything. You've fought for answers, tried to make sense of it all, but the darkness only deepens. It's suffocating, isn't it? But here's something you need to understand. This darkness, this struggle, is not your enemy. It's not the end of you. It's the beginning of something new. I know it's hard to believe when you're in the thick of it. But the pain you're feeling, the confusion, the chaos, are all leading you somewhere. They are the first steps in your transformation. I've been where you are. I felt the weight of life pressing down on me. The sense of hopelessness that nothing will ever change. When everything feels like it's falling apart, the natural reaction is to think that it's over, that there's no point in pushing forward. But I can tell you this, every moment you've endured, every time you felt like giving up, is preparing you for the breakthrough you've been waiting for. You can't see it now, but this suffering, this struggle, is the foundation for something incredible. We don't talk about this enough. The fact that transformation doesn't come from smooth sailing. It comes from struggle. It comes from moments like this, when everything around you feels uncertain, when your whole world is crumbling, and all you have left is your will to keep going. It's in the dark places that growth happens. It's in the pain, the discomfort, the feeling of being stretched beyond what you thought you could endure that you begin to change. Look at it this way. When a seed is planted in the soil, it's buried. It's dark. It's confined. And for a time, it feels like nothing is happening. But inside that darkness, something powerful is taking place. The seed is growing, its roots are spreading, and it's preparing to break through the soil and reach the light. The same is true for you. You are in the soil now, hidden away from the world, but you are growing. You are changing. The darkness is a necessary part of that growth. You felt like you've been waiting for a sign, for a moment when things will click, when the light will break through the dark clouds. But what if the sign is in the darkness itself? What if this struggle, the one that feels endless, is the exact preparation you need for what's coming next? Every time you push through another wave of pain, you're building resilience. Every time you feel like you can't take it anymore, you're getting stronger. You're being molded into someone who can handle the next phase of life, the next challenge, the next opportunity that will come your way. This pain is not pointless. It's purposeful. It's shaping you into someone capable of achieving things you can't even imagine yet. I know it's easy to want to run from the darkness, to wish it away, to escape it at all costs. But I want to ask you to sit with it for a moment. Don't shy away from the discomfort. Don't try to bury the pain. Because if you do, you might miss the very thing that will change you. The breakthrough isn't just coming to you. It's coming because of you. It's coming because of your persistence, your endurance, your decision to keep going, even when everything inside you says to quit. You're stronger than you realize. The person you're becoming is forged in these moments of struggle. You are being prepared for something that requires every ounce of strength you're building right now. You won't always feel this way. The darkness will eventually give way to the light, just like the dawn always follows the darkest hours of the night. And when that light does come, you'll see it for what it truly is, the reflection of everything you've survived. The light will show you that the darkness was never meant to defeat you, but to teach you, to grow you, to prepare you for what's to come. The suffering wasn't in vain. It was the very thing that pushed you to your limits. And in doing so, it unlocked something inside you that you never knew existed. So hold on. Keep going. You might not see the end right now, but I promise you, it's coming. You are on the brink of something incredible, and it's in this very moment of darkness that you are being shaped into the person capable of achieving it. This darkness is not your enemy. It's your preparation, your foundation. It's your birth into a new chapter, a new version of yourself. The dawn is coming. I know it doesn't seem like it now, but trust me, it is. And when it breaks through, you will be stronger, wiser, and more powerful than you ever thought possible. Keep walking through the dark, because that's how you get to the light. And when you do, you'll realize that you've always had the strength within you to reach it. You've been burned. I know that. I can feel it. The way the weight of your past lingers like a constant ache, like a scar you carry on your heart. You faced things that left you battered, broken, scarred. Maybe it was a betrayal, a failure, a loss that tore you apart. And in those moments, it felt like everything you once believed in crumbled to dust. It's easy to look at the remnants of your life and feel like there's nothing left, like the fire has consumed everything that mattered. And you're left standing amidst the ashes, unsure of who you even are anymore. But here's the thing about fire. It doesn't destroy, it purifies. It's the very force that clears away the old, the weak, and the unnecessary, making room for something new, something stronger, something greater. What you've been through, those flames, that intense heat, they've reshaped you. They haven't taken anything from you that you truly needed. They've only removed the parts of you that were holding you back, the parts that were weak, the parts that no longer served the person you are meant to become. You may look at yourself now and see the scars, the marks left behind from the battles you've fought. You might even feel like you're broken beyond repair, like the fire has taken more from you than you can ever get back. But what if I told you that these scars are not a sign of your defeat? What if I told you that they are the proof of your resilience, your strength, your ability to endure? The world may see you as burnt out, used up, maybe even past your prime. They may look at the ashes around you and think you've been consumed. But they don't see what I see. What they don't understand is that you are a phoenix. You've been through the fire, and now you're preparing to rise. You are being reshaped in ways you can't even begin to understand. Your strength forged in the very flames that others thought would destroy you. Every painful moment, every scar, every tear, it's all part of the process. You are not broken. You are being made. I know it's hard to see it when you're in the thick of it. When everything feels like it's falling apart, it's easy to think that there's no way out. But what if the fire you've been through wasn't meant to break you? What if it was meant to burn away the things that were holding you back? What if this is your moment of transformation? Because the truth is, it's not about what you've lost. It's about how you rise. The fire didn't take away your power. It gave you the strength to rise up even higher. The ashes you stand in right now, they're the foundation of something incredible. They're the proof that you've made it through what was meant to break you, and you're still standing. You are not your failures. You are not your losses. You are not your mistakes. You are what's left when everything else has been stripped away. And what's left in you beneath the surface is the fire that burns brighter than anything the world could throw at you. The world doesn't know what you're capable of. The world sees the scars, the pain, the ashes. But what they don't see is the fire inside you. The fire that's been building, simmering, preparing for the moment when you rise from the ashes and show them what you're made of. And when you rise, you will soar higher than you ever thought possible. The fire has purified you. It has stripped away everything that was holding you down. And now you are free, free to fly, free to reach heights you never even imagined. You may feel like you're not enough right now, like the damage is too deep, the wounds too wide. But let me tell you this, you are enough. You have always been enough. The fire didn't take away your worth, it revealed it. It revealed your true power, and now you're ready. Ready to soar, ready to rise, ready to leave the ashes behind. You are a phoenix, and your moment is coming. You will rise from the ashes. And when you do, you'll be stronger, more powerful, and more unstoppable than you could have ever imagined. The fire didn't destroy you, it made you. And now you are ready to show the world who you really are. So stand tall. Embrace your scars. Let the world see the proof of your strength. And rise. You've been through things that hurt. I know that. I know you've faced pain so deep that it feels like it might swallow you whole. Maybe it's a loss, a betrayal, a failure you can't seem to shake off. The kind of pain that lingers in your chest, that makes it hard to breathe at times. The kind of pain that makes you wonder if you'll ever be the same again. I want to say this now, before you let yourself think otherwise. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is not a sign of your weakness. Pain is the spark that will ignite the fire you've been waiting for. I can hear it in your thoughts. Maybe you're asking, how can something that hurts so much lead to strength? I know it feels like pain is dragging you down, suffocating you, making you feel small and insignificant. But I need you to understand something. Pain is not the end of your story. It's the beginning. It's not something that limits you. It's the fuel that powers you. There's this misconception that strength comes from avoiding pain, from dodging the hard moments, from somehow skating through life without facing anything that could bring you to your knees. But that's not strength. That's fear. True strength is built in the moments that test you, that push you to your limits, that make you question everything you thought you knew about yourself. Strength is not about avoiding pain. It's about using it. Every time you felt your heart break, your world crumble, or your soul shatter, it's been building you. I know it's hard to see in the midst of it, but this pain is not meaningless. It is shaping you. It's refining you. Every time you feel like you're being torn apart, a new version of you is being created. And that version of you, that version will be unstoppable. Not because you haven't been hurt, but because you've learned how to rise from it. You see, pain is the forge where strength is crafted. Think of the strongest steel. It's made in fire under intense pressure. It doesn't start strong. It starts as something weak, something vulnerable. And only through enduring the flames does it become unbreakable. The same is true for you. The challenges, the heartaches, the suffering you've experienced are the fire that's molding you into someone who cannot be easily defeated. You are being made, not by the things you've won, but by the battles you've fought and survived. There's something profound in this. You don't need to run from your pain, hide from it, or try to forget it. You need to lean into it, feel it, acknowledge it. Because when you do, something shifts. Pain, instead of being something that breaks you, becomes the force that moves you forward. It fuels you, drives you, pushes you to become the person you were always meant to be. The pain you've carried is the very thing that has been preparing you for something greater. You've learned how to endure. You've learned how to keep going when everything inside of you screamed to stop. That's strength. And that strength will carry you forward into the future you've been dreaming of. It's not a strength that comes from perfection or from having everything go right. It's a strength born from knowing what it's like to fall, to fail, to hurt, and still choosing to stand back up. I know right now, it feels like the pain is never ending, like it's consuming everything. But trust me when I say this, the hurt won't last forever. What will last is the power you're building from it. The person you're becoming will carry the lessons of every painful moment, every scar, every battle. And when the storms of life hit again, and they will, this version of you won't back down. This version of you will rise. This version of you will transform the next wave of pain into even more strength, because you've learned that pain is not a threat to your survival. It's the very thing that ensures your victory. Don't look at the pain as a sign that you've been defeated. Look at it as a sign that you are alive, that you are growing, that you are evolving into someone who will never be broken again. Your power comes from your ability to transform the hurt into something greater. It's what you do with the pain that matters. Will you let it define you as a victim, as someone who couldn't handle life's weight? Or will you allow it to become the fuel that turns you into a force no one can stop? Every challenge you've faced, every painful moment you've endured, has been creating the person you're becoming. You are not just surviving the pain. You are becoming stronger because of it. You are building the resilience, the wisdom, the courage that will carry you through the rest of your life. And one day, when you look back on everything you've been through, you won't see yourself as someone who was defeated. You'll see someone who faced the storm and became unshakable because of it. You are not your pain. You are the power that rises from it. Let it transform you. Let it forge you into the unstoppable force you were always meant to be. And when you look back, you'll see that your greatest strength didn't come from what you won. It came from how you turned your pain into power. You know that feeling? The one that wraps around your chest, squeezing tight, making it hard to breathe. It's that weight, that constant tug in the pit of your stomach. The feeling of holding on to something, or someone that you know deep down is no longer meant for you. Maybe it's a relationship that's been toxic for far too long. Maybe it's a dream you've chased, but realized doesn't fit who you are anymore. Or maybe it's just a part of your past that's constantly weighing you down, preventing you from moving forward. Whatever it is, you know what it feels like to hold on to something that's already slipped away. Letting go feels like giving up, doesn't it? It feels like admitting defeat, like you're walking away from something that once mattered to you. The thought of it is terrifying, because what if, by letting go, you lose yourself? What if you're left with nothing but emptiness, like you've just tossed away everything you've worked so hard for? The fear of what's on the other side of letting go is so much louder than the whisper telling you that it's time to release. But what if I told you that letting go is not a defeat? What if I told you that it's actually the most courageous thing you can do for yourself? You see, letting go isn't about giving up. It's about making room. It's about giving yourself the space to breathe, to grow, to become who you are meant to be. And sometimes, in order to move forward, we have to let go of the things that are holding us back. I know it hurts. It's not easy. You've invested so much into the people, the dreams, and the parts of your life that you thought defined you. It's terrifying to think about letting go because it feels like you're abandoning something that you once thought was everything. But here's the truth. You can't move forward if you're constantly looking backward. You can't build the life you want if you're still holding on to what no longer serves you. It's not just about people or dreams, it's about the things you tell yourself. The limiting beliefs you've carried for so long. The ones that have been reinforced by failure, disappointment, and fear. The idea that you're not good enough. The notion that you have to keep pushing, keep trying, keep going, even when every part of you is screaming that it's time to let go. It's all part of that weight that you've been carrying and holding on to these thoughts, these beliefs, these stories. Can you see how it's stopping you from becoming who you were always meant to be? Letting go is the hardest thing you'll ever do, but it is also the most important. It's the first step to embracing the future that's waiting for you. The future that is full of possibility, full of growth, full of everything you're capable of achieving. But in order to get there, you have to make space for it. You have to create room in your heart, your mind, and your life for something new. You can't do that if you're clinging to the past. I know you're scared. You're scared of what's going to happen if you let go. What will happen if you walk away from what's familiar, from what you thought you wanted? The fear of the unknown is powerful. But let me tell you something. The unknown is not a place of danger. It's a place of opportunity. It's where your potential lies. It's where the person you're becoming is waiting. And that person cannot emerge while you're still chained to the past. This isn't about forgetting. This isn't about erasing the past or pretending it didn't matter. No. It's about honoring what you've learned, what you've been through, and acknowledging that it's time to move on. The pain of letting go is real. It's valid. It's the price you pay for your growth. But it's also the key to unlocking everything that's been waiting for you. If you keep holding on, you'll stay stuck. If you keep clinging to what's already gone, you won't ever be able to step into the future that's yours to claim. So take a deep breath and listen to the truth that's been quietly speaking to you. The pain of letting go, it's temporary. But the freedom that comes with it, the peace, the clarity, the strength you will gain by releasing what's no longer yours, that lasts, that stays with you, and it will shape the person you're becoming. And I promise you, that person is capable of so much more than you realize right now. You are stronger than the stories you tell yourself. You are bigger than the mistakes you've made, and you are deserving of the future that's waiting for you. But to get there, you have to make a choice. You have to choose to let go, to choose courage over fear, growth over stagnation, and the future over the past. The moment you let go, you are no longer held back by what's behind you. You are free to create something new. You are free to build the life, the dreams, and the relationships that are meant for you. You are free to become who you truly are, and when you do, you'll realize that the hardest thing you ever had to do was also the most freeing. Letting go isn't the end. It's the beginning of everything you're meant to become. It's the first step to the future you've been waiting for. And that future? It's waiting for you now.
You felt it, haven't you? The pressure, the constant push to be somewhere, to have something, to be something now. It's like the world isn't fast forward, and you're stuck in the slow lane. Everywhere you look, it seems like people are getting ahead, achieving their goals, building their dreams, and here you are, still trying to figure it all out, wondering when it's going to be your turn. It feels frustrating, it feels defeating, and it feels like no matter how hard you work, you're just not getting there fast enough.
We live in a world that glorifies instant gratification. Everything is about the now, the quick fix, the fast success. Social media shows us highlights of people's lives, quick snippets of success, wealth, beauty, and happiness, while we're left in the shadows wondering why our own progress feels so slow, so hidden. And every time you don't see immediate results, it feels like you're falling behind, like you're doing something wrong. But here's something you need to hear. Real transformation does not happen overnight. The person you're becoming, the life you're building, cannot be rushed. Growth takes time, and that time, that waiting, is not wasted. It is the foundation of everything that will come next. You're not failing just because you're not seeing results right away. You're in the process of becoming, and that process cannot be hurried. The truth is, the most important things in life, real, lasting change, true success, genuine growth, take time. Patience is not a weakness. It is the quiet, steady strength that allows you to stay focused when the world is telling you to hurry up. It's the ability to trust the process. When everything around you is screaming for you to do more, faster, patience is the strength to trust that what you're working toward is worth the wait. It's easy to get discouraged when things don't happen the way you imagined, when you've been working tirelessly and still don't see the progress you want. But if you step back for a moment and look at where you started, you'll realize something powerful. You've already come so far. You've made progress, even when it felt invisible. Every effort you've put in, every small step you've taken, is a part of your journey, and none of it is wasted. The impatience you feel? That's not a sign of failure. It's a sign of your drive. It's a reflection of your desire to see the results of your hard work. But there's a danger in rushing through life. You might get to your destination faster, but you'll miss the lessons along the way. You'll skip the moments of growth, the quiet moments of strength, and the opportunities to become the person you need to be in order to handle the success you're working for. Real transformation happens in the space between. It happens in the moments when you don't see immediate results, but you keep going anyway. It happens when you're patient with yourself, when you understand that your journey is not linear, and that the process is just as important as the destination. It's not easy, I know. It's hard to see progress when it feels like you're standing still. It's hard to trust that the things you're working toward will come when the results aren't instant. But this is where true strength is built. The strength to keep going even when you don't see the finish line. The strength to stay true to your vision, your purpose, and your values when the world around you is impatient for the next thing. That's the kind of strength you need to build. And here's what you need to realize. It's okay to take your time. It's okay to grow at your own pace. You don't need to follow someone else's timeline. The journey you're on is unique to you. And it's okay to move through it in a way that feels right for you. There is no one-size-fits-all formula for success. No one can tell you exactly when things will click, when you'll have the breakthrough you've been waiting for. But you can trust that it will come in time. It will come because you've stayed the course. It will come because you've given yourself the grace to grow, to stumble, to learn, and to rise again. The person you're becoming can't be built in a day. It can't be built by rushing, by pushing yourself beyond your limits in an effort to meet someone else's expectations or timeline. It takes time, and time is not your enemy. It's your ally. Each day you show up, each day you put in the work, you're building something stronger than you realize. You're building resilience, wisdom, patience, and strength. So give yourself permission to move at your own pace. Stop comparing your journey to anyone else's. Trust that where you are right now is exactly where you need to be. The work you're doing today, even if it doesn't feel like it's paying off, is creating the foundation for everything that's coming next. Trust the process. Stay focused. Keep going, because when you look back, you'll see how far you've come. And you'll understand that the strength to keep going, to stay true, to trust the journey, was always within you. The truth is, patience doesn't just help you achieve your goals. It shapes who you are. It turns you into someone who can endure, someone who can trust, someone who can rise above the noise of the world and stay grounded in what truly matters. It gives you the strength to grow, to evolve, and to create something lasting. You're not failing because things are taking time. You're succeeding because you're giving yourself the space to grow. And that is the greatest strength of all. You felt it, haven't you? That moment when the world feels like it's closing in on you. When every step forward feels like a battle, and no matter how hard you push, you're stuck, struggling, and fighting just to keep moving. There's a voice inside that whispers, maybe it's time to quit. Maybe this is too much. Maybe you're just not cut out for this. That voice, the one that tells you to give up, to throw in the towel, to let it all go. It's loud, it's convincing, it's easy to listen to, and sometimes it feels like the only option. But here's the thing. Quitting is never the answer. You're not here to back down. You're here to keep going. You're here to be relentless. Life doesn't stop. It doesn't wait. It doesn't care if you're tired, if you're hurting, if you're struggling. It will keep coming at you, relentlessly, with challenge after challenge, obstacle after obstacle. And you know what? That's okay, because the power you need to rise above it all, to keep going when everything inside you tells you to stop, lies in one thing: your mindset. A relentless mindset isn't about being unaffected by the struggles that come your way. It's about not letting those struggles define you. It's about looking at the obstacles in front of you and saying, you may slow me down, but you will never stop me. It's about refusing to back down, no matter what, no matter how many times you fall, no matter how many times you fail. It's about being willing to rise every single time, even when you don't feel like it, even when you don't know how you're going to make it through. The hardest part of this journey is not facing the obstacles. It's facing the voice inside that says it's too hard, that says you're not enough, that says you can't do it. That voice can make you question everything: the dreams you've had, the path you've chosen, the reasons you've kept going this far. But you have to understand this. That voice, it's a lie. It's the enemy of your future. The only thing standing between you and everything you want is the belief that you can keep going when everything is telling you to stop. The relentless mindset is about staying committed to your vision, no matter how impossible it seems. When the world tells you that it's too much, when everything feels like it's falling apart, when you feel like you're not making any progress, a relentless mindset will push you to keep moving. You don't wait for the perfect conditions. You don't wait for the pain to stop. You don't wait for the obstacles to go away. You move anyway. You keep going one step at a time, because the relentless mindset knows that the path to greatness is not a straight line. It's messy. It's full of bumps. It's full of setbacks. But if you keep going, if you stay committed, those setbacks will not define you. They will make you stronger. I know it's hard. I know there are days when you feel like you've been hit with everything at once, and you just can't take it anymore. I know there are moments when you wonder if it's all worth it, when you question whether you're even capable of handling the weight you're carrying. But listen to me, this is where your power lies. It lies in the fact that you don't give up. It lies in the fact that even when you feel like you've hit rock bottom, you keep pushing. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to know how it's going to end. What matters is that you keep going, even when the path is unclear, even when the weight feels unbearable. It's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you get up. And that's where your strength will come from. The relentless determination to keep going no matter what. There will be times when you feel like quitting. There will be times when Everything seems too much. And it's in those moments that your mindset will either break you or make you. If you let the obstacles stop you, if you let the pain dictate your actions, you'll never become the person you were meant to be. But if you choose to rise, to refuse to back down, to keep moving forward no matter what, then you will become unstoppable. The power lies not in what you face, but in how you refuse to back down. Life will throw everything it can at you, but it cannot break you if you refuse to let it. You are stronger than the struggles you face. You are bigger than the doubts that try to tear you down. Every time you choose to stand up, every time you choose to keep moving, you are building the strength that will carry you through whatever comes next. This is your time. This is your moment to rise. Embrace the struggle. Embrace the challenge. Don't back down. Keep fighting, because with every step, with every ounce of effort, you are proving to yourself that nothing in this world can stop you. You are unstoppable, not because you never fall, but because you always rise. And that is the power of a relentless mindset. You might be standing at a crossroads right now, looking at a life that feels out of your control. You've been through struggles, losses, pain that seems endless, and you're wondering how you can possibly change your path. The weight of your circumstances feels like an anchor, dragging you down, holding you back from the life you know you deserve. Every setback, every failure, every disappointment is etched into your soul. It's hard to believe, even for a moment, that you have the power to shape anything, let alone your own future. But I need you to hear this, to truly understand it. You are the one who decides your fate. The circumstances you face, the challenges in your life, they don't define who you are. They don't dictate your future. Sure, they shape you, test you, push you to your limits, but they do not own you. You own you. Your destiny, your future is yours to create. No matter what you've been through, no matter where you've been, no matter how many times you've fallen. It's easy to feel powerless when the world seems to be against you. When every step forward feels like a battle, and every setback feels like a permanent roadblock. I know what it's like to feel trapped in your own story. To feel like things will never change. Maybe you've been beaten down, or maybe you've faced pain that feels too heavy to carry. I won't deny it. The pain you felt is real. But here's what you need to understand. The power to overcome that pain is in your hands. You are the author of your own story. It doesn't matter how many chapters you've written that are filled with struggle, failure, or heartache. What matters is that you still have the pen in your hand. You get to decide what happens next. You get to choose whether the pain defines you or whether you use it to fuel the strength that will carry you forward. You get to decide whether you let the weight of the past crush you or whether you stand tall and create a new path, a new story. I know you've fallen. I know you've stumbled. I know there have been moments when you felt like giving up. Moments when it seemed like the world was too much to bear. I'm not here to tell you that those moments don't matter. They do. But what I am telling you is this. It's not how many times you fall that defines you. It's how many times you get back up. The truth is, falling is part of the journey. It's part of the process of becoming who you were always meant to be. Every time you fall, you learn. Every time you fail, you grow. Those moments aren't weaknesses. They are the very things that strengthen you. They teach you resilience. They teach you patience. They teach you determination. You may not see it right now, but each time you get up, you are building something unshakable within yourself. You are building your future. You don't need to have it all figured out right now. You don't need to see the entire path ahead. What you need to do is take that first step, and then the next one and the next. Every step you take forward, no matter how small, is a step toward the future that is waiting for you. You are shaping that future, and with each decision you make, with each moment you choose to keep going, you are claiming your power. No one can take that power from you. The world may try to tell you that you're not enough, that your past is too messy, that your mistakes are too big. But that's all a lie. You are enough. Your past does not define you. The only thing that defines you is what you choose to do now, what you choose to do with the moments you're given. And those moments, no matter how broken or imperfect they seem, are yours to shape. The beauty of being the author of your own story is that you can rewrite it at any moment. If there's a chapter you don't like, change it. If there's a part of your life that you regret, use it as fuel to drive you forward. You are not stuck in your past. Your story is still unfolding, and every decision you make, every step you take, moves you closer to the person you were always meant to be. And that person is strong. That person is resilient. That person is capable of overcoming anything that stands in their way. Because that person understands that setbacks are not the end. They are simply part of the journey. You will fall. You will face obstacles. You will face pain, but none of that will stop you. None of that will define you. The power is in your hands. It always has been. You are the creator of your future. So let go of the weight that has been holding you down. Let go of the belief that you are powerless, that your past has determined your future. Take that pen back in your hand and write the next chapter. You may not know exactly how it will unfold, but that's the beauty of it. You get to decide. You are in control. It's time to stop letting the world dictate your story. It's time to stop letting the past define you. You are the owner of your life, and you have the power to shape your destiny. And when you look back, you'll see that all the pain, all the setbacks, all the moments of doubt, none of it was in vain. They were the steps you needed to take to become the person who could create the life you're destined for. The future is yours. The story is yours. The power is yours. You are unstoppable.